Got it.
So you got what you want at the end?
Yes, I did.
Well done.
Thank you.
What advice can you give for the students who's going to write the exam in September?
Yes, for most pupils, verbal reasoning is easier than the rest of the papers. 11 plus. Every day, I do all papers like verbal, non-verbal, English and maths with set timing.
Hi everyone, welcome back to 𝐂𝐨𝐲𝐲𝐫 UK. This is Maggie. Hope everyone is fine. Today the topic is about journey and tips for students for 11 plus. I'm going to interview student who is already in the grammar school, and he's going to share his experience and he's going to give you tips for the students who's going to take 11 plus this September. He's in one of the top grammar super selective school in Bromley. It is one of the top grammar school which range with the position between 1 to 10. Let's begin. I have listed some of the questions here, and I'm going to ask this question and he's going to give the answer. So please watch carefully. Before we get into the video, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to press the bell button. Then only you will get all the videos as your notification. Come on, we are going to see now. How did you prepare your 11 plus exam?
I prepared my 11 plus at year 4. It was made up of verbal, non-verbal, maths and English. My favourite subject is maths, of course. Next was non-verbal. I liked it because it was represented as pictures, so it was interesting. Most thanks to my mum. She helped me and sacrificed her time for me, which I am thankfully grateful for my mother, even though when my father was not near me at the time to teach me. One tip is that you make sure you study with the parents to the best and interesting experience of the 11 plus period.
That's good. So what exam did you do in your 11 plus?
So what I did was Bexley, Kent and Bromley. But there are other borough exams which people do, but I just focused on the school which is near and beneficial for me. In some schools, people do not do all the examinations for the entrance to secondary school. What I did was all the examinations, such as, again, the 4, verbal, non-verbal, English and maths. However, English was a very important subject for the school I went to. So I went to an English tuition, so it helped me a lot.
Okay, good. So, what challenges did you face during the 11 plus period?
After school, my mum persuaded me to practice for my 11 plus. Every day, I do all papers like verbal, non-verbal, English and maths with set timing. I do work hard during weekends, and it was a tough time. I do take regular breaks to release my temper, so it evens out.
That's good. You need to take regular breaks because you will be stressed out if you keep on doing lots of papers. Okay? Why time is important to complete the papers?
Timing is a key element to the 11 plus. If you don't complete the paper in the same amount of time, then pressure would be on you. To overcome this, you would have to calculate the time needed for each question, so it would help you a lot.
Okay, good. So it's important when students do that, they need to set a time for that, so that then only they can do the test quickly. So the next question is, how many papers do you do every day?
So in the morning, I do 2 exam papers, and in the evening, I also do 2 exam papers, and some bond exercises, which covers all the subjects.
So you do bond as well as you do other papers?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, good. So what kind of books and materials do you use?
So the books I have used was Bond and CGP, which is CM and GL assessment. The papers which I used was chakra papers and some other papers my mum would print from the internet because she's a secondary school teacher and she knows how to find papers from the internet. And she taught me with different techniques, which I was quite confident, and applies those techniques into my work.
Okay, good. What advice can you give for the students who's going to write the exam in September?
Work really hard, as this is important to your future career. Next, it is a one-time opportunity, so you have to give it all that you've got. If you are stressed on one question while doing an exam, leave it and come back to it after when you have done all the other questions. Next, have relaxing times in your day. Now this is key. It also cools yourself down so that you can put max concentration when studying. Bear this in your mind. This is a quote that stayed in my head during the 11 plus exam, and that was, falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. The meaning of this quote is that failure is alright, but doing it purposely over and over again is wrong. With this quote in your head, you will be able to shine. So these are my 5 tips for the people who are going to write the exam.
Good. So hope this will be very useful for others as well, the tips.
Yes, it sure do.
So what is your enjoyable moment?
Okay, so my enjoyable moment was passing my 11 plus, of course. Furthermore, this was because the school I applied for had 2 stages of the examination, so I was extremely happy about it.
So you got what you want at the end?
Yes, I did.
Well done.
Thank you.
So one last thing, do you want to share anything with us?
Yes, for most pupils, verbal reasoning is easier than the rest of the papers, as it is different from the rest, as it requires only the analyzation of the information. Non-verbal is the hardest, as it expects you. In this paper, they use drawn shapes or codes, so other students need to find the similarity and differences to draw the next shape, which requires more time. If you want to see the paper for the school exam, you could do a mock exam, but you will have to pay for it. But it's totally worth it, as you know the style of questions that is going to come up in your exam. And one last thing, on the day of your exam, you will need a pencil, a pen, a ruler and an eraser in a transparent pencil case. Before that, make sure you take deep breaths and don't do any revision you need. Don't do any revision, as you need to keep your mind relaxed. And yes, that's all from me.
Thank you. You are now in a grammar school, so good luck for your future and your ambition, what you want to become as. So hope this information is very useful to you. As a parent, I just want to give you some tips for you. Always be with them, monitor them, because this is a only one-time opportunity for them, because some parents wants to go send their children to their grammar school, and the children have that they want to think as well, they want to go for a grammar school. So you really need to give them lots of practice at home. You can start from year 3 to give them a taster, but year 4 is a very important time. You need to start doing all the papers 4 to 5, because on the beginning of the year 6 they will do this exam. So you really have to work hard, with my experience. So you have lots of resources in internet. You can go and search and you can print for them, because that's what I did. And the bond book is a very excellent book for you. And they have because I have some of the resource, I have lots of resource I have been having for my son at that time, and I have given him, I printed everyday papers weekends he sit, but I will give him a relaxation time as well, because that's both of our aim was to go for a grammar school. So I have left my even my career. I was working as a teacher. I left 2 years career break I took because for my son to go for his 11 plus. At the time, I even have a 2 years old boy. At the time, my husband was not with us. He was working in Oman at that time. So I really, did lots and lots of, and we really had that one paid a price for us. And we are really happy at this, we are now today. So hope you like this video. He is none other than, he's my own son who has gone into a top grammar school. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this video. Until I see you in another video, please like to share, subscribe and press the bell button. Then only you get all my videos as your notification. Until I see you, signing off from you, Maggie. Bye.
Please subscribe to my mom channel.